This video is brought to you by Squarespace, the all-in-one platform to build your online presence. The first breakfast is inspired by my post-workout smoothie that I always have, but it's in the form of raspberry chia pudding, and it cannot get any yummier. It's very simple, high in fiber, protein, vitamin C, omega-3, and so much more, so it will not only leave you feeling your best, but it also helps you avoid hunger crashes later. I started by blending everything in the blender, including a cup of frozen raspberries, a cup of plant milk, optional vegan protein powder, banana, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, tablespoon of peanut butter, and blended this up until it became nice and smooth. Then poured it into a large bowl, added a third of a cup of chia seeds, and mixed them well. Then all that left was to let it set in the fridge. It takes a minimum of half an hour, so it's the perfect breakfast to prep the night before. If you don't like the consistency of the chia pudding, just blend up the pudding once it's set, and that way you get a smoother texture. I served it with coconut yogurt and some more raspberries on top. This makes this chia pudding even creamier. It is such a winner. I hope you will love it as much as I do. Yeah. The next breakfast is one of my all-time favorite. I love an avocado toast, but in the morning, adding some extra protein to my breakfast is a priority for me. This is why I love to start my day with this chickpea avocado mash. Start by rinsing the chickpeas and in a large bowl, mash with a fork. Then add 2 ripe avocados and mash that too. These avocados were so pretty. Then I added half a lemon's juice, which contains vitamin C, so helps the iron to be absorbed better and also helps the avocado not to go all brown. I also added some garlic powder, salt, chili flakes, nutritional yeast, extra virgin olive oil, some vegan mayo, and pepper. Finally, also added capers because I love the taste in this, but if you're not a fan, just leave it out. Mix this well, and that was it. You can use this in so many ways. My 2 favorites are in a wrap like this one, where I added the avocado mix, some lettuce, red bell pepper, and tomatoes. Rolled it up and the wrap is done. My other absolute favorite is just topping some sourdough bread with veggies and the chickpea avocado mash. It's so satisfying and definitely a great start to any day. So you might be wondering, these recipes are all good, but is there a place we can find them? And the answer is yes. Thanks to Squarespace, who's kindly sponsoring today's video, I have a website now where you can find all of my recipes from now on. Squarespace is an all-in-one website building platform where you can choose from beautiful templates to help you get started with your website. These are completely customizable to your taste and preferences. Whether you want to write and share stories, create an online shop, or if you're like me and you want to share your beautiful food creations, you can do it more easily than ever. Head to squarespace.com for a free trial. When you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/Justcallmeflora and save 10% off your first purchase of a domain or website by using my code Justcallmeflora. So thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video, and now let's get back to prepping some more breakfast. This next recipe is to die for. It's an oatmeal banana bread recipe and it's just so perfectly moist and yummy. You will absolutely love this one. First, I made a flax egg from ground flax seeds and some warm water and set that aside. Then I chopped up walnuts and vegan dark chocolate to add some extra fun to the banana bread. Then in a large bowl, I mixed together all the dry ingredients and mixed in the walnuts and chocolate mix. In another bowl, I mashed 3 ripe bananas. Even though mine were not as ripe as they should be, they were still perfectly fine. Once it was fully mashed, I added in the now gelled up flax egg and the rest of the wet ingredients. Mix these into the dry ingredients, and once it was combined, I transferred the batter into a parchment-lined loaf pan. It's a very easy recipe and it only requires 10 minutes of prep. The longer part is the baking and waiting, because it has to bake for around 45 to 50 minutes at 180 Celsius degrees. Trust me, it's really worth the wait. Once a toothpick comes out clean from the middle, take it out of the oven and let it rest in the pan for 30 minutes. Remove with the paper and let it cool down for another 30 minutes. This is essential because otherwise it would crumble and break. Then you can finally dive in. It's a perfect snack for your coffee, a pre-workout, or breakfast. The moment we've been all waiting for, or well, at least I've been waiting for. I'm gonna try it first, just by itself, because you know we gotta give them the justice. How they smell so good. Wow, 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 wow. Perfect. Oh my god. Adding some peanut butter because why not? Don't mind if I do. Give this a go. Let's go bananas together. The next recipe is a vegan cream cheese from tofu. In a food processor, mix together tofu, nutritional yeast, salt, pepper, chili flakes, some dill, chives, garlic powder, extra virgin olive oil, and a touch of apple cider vinegar. Blend this up, or if you don't have a food processor, just mash with a fork until well combined. Cream cheese for me is best enjoyed with a bagel and cucumber. I don't know why, but it's my favorite combination. But of course, feel free to load up that sandwich with anything you love and enjoy. So simple, and you can use this with anything: crackers, rice cakes, or like me, with a bagel. Yay! Let's try. Really good. The final recipe is a classic granola with loads of nuts to start the day on the best note. Nuts are powerhouses of nutrients. They contain healthy fats, fiber, and protein, and many micronutrients, all of which are amazing to make us feel amazing and full for longer. I used almonds, cashews, and walnuts for this. Chop these up and set them aside. I combined all the wet ingredients in a bowl. In another bowl, I mixed the nuts with some oats and cinnamon and poured in the wet ingredients. I combined them well until everything was coated. And transferred these onto a parchment-lined baking sheet. Spread them out evenly and bake them in the oven for 10 minutes. Then I took it out of the oven and tossed them around so they don't burn. And they went in for another 5 minutes. You can store this in an airtight container and use it on top of smoothies, ice cream balls, chia puddings, or my favorite, yogurt balls. Breakfast has never been easier or yummier.